we're back talking some more Titans Season 3. We're up to episode 4 now. We got the first 3 episodes last week on HBO Max. Now we're back to 1 episode per week format. But what a shocking cliffhanger we got in last episode. We saw the Titans weren't able to actually save Hawk. Hawk blew up and died at the end of the episode. Was not expecting that. My jaw was on the floor, shocked when I watched it happen. And because of that, I couldn't wait to get to the next episode to see just how the Titans would deal with his death. We do start off the episode with Jonathan Crane being attacked by someone sent by Red Hood, but after that we get right into the somber part of the episode, seeing them how they're reacting to Hawk being gone. You can definitely feel all of the guilt pouring in from all the different members, especially Connor, as Connor was like 1 or 2 seconds too late. It was one of the more touching scenes of the episode, seeing Dove console Connor about the matter, trying to make sure that he doesn't blame himself entirely for what happens because Dove is the one that pulled the trigger that detonated it. To my surprise though, after this we actually see Dove get on a plane and leave. I thought she was going to stick around a little bit longer and take on the Red Hood conflict, but no, she just leaves. So I guess maybe we'll see her again later this season, maybe not, but you know, no more Dove. Once the dust is settled on that, though, we pretty much break up the episode between 2 main storylines between Dick Grayson and Starfire, both of which I actually enjoyed. I think they both had very interesting developments for their respective storylines. Starting things off, you have Starfire still having those wild and crazy dream vision type things to the point where she unknowingly attacks Gar out of nowhere. Poor Gar, man. Gar goes through so much crap in this episode, so I really feel bad for him here. Tries suggesting to her she goes inside the sleep deprivation tank to try and sort things out, only for her to wake up in a car in a field with Gar in the trunk. Because unknowingly she broke out of the sleep deprivation tank and took him along by throwing him in the trunk. Like I said, I feel bad for Gar in this episode. I initially thought it was going to go in a different direction where this is just her hallucinating inside the sleep deprivation tank, but no, they're actually in a real place as they go down this random hatch they found in a field. And as I said already, you have Jonathan Crane being attacked by somebody on the inside sent by Red Hood, and then Dick Grayson actually breaks him out of prison and they go on this fun little road trip together, which I was not expecting, and I don't think anyone was either because Gotham PD and Barbara Gordon are not happy about this, so they're trying to track them down wherever they end up going to. Red Hood's of course involved too because you have to wonder what he wants with Scarecrow as Dick Grayson takes him away. Road trip aspect of this between Dick Grayson and Jonathan Crane was not what I was expecting. I wasn't a big fan of Jonathan Crane in those first few episodes anyways, but he did eventually get better in this episode, but at least in this part of the episode I still wasn't a big fan of him as he was trying to be like this funny character that I didn't like all that much. But I do like when they actually get to the cabin itself. As we learn, this is a remote cabin where Batman actually takes people to be trained, whether it be Barbara Gordon, Dick Grayson, Jason Todd. All of them have been here, and it's quite a troubling actually kind of training place as we see he just throws Dick Grayson into the wilderness. He's getting chased by wolves until he finally cuts this wolf's head off. Very graphic scene. There's been a lot of heads rolling in these first couple episodes. We saw it first with Jason Todd. Now we're seeing it again with a wolf on this table. Very disturbing imagery. This wasn't a big shock to me because she was featured in the trailer, but once Starfire and Guard go down that hatch, we do see that Blackfire's down there. I don't know how. Somehow she got captured by the government in between seasons because she had that really cool stinger for the end of season 2. You know, seemingly sort of hinting that she's going to be a big bad in season 3, but no, she got captured by the government somehow, and now she's locked up and she was sending out signals to try and get help from Starfire. So that was kind of a letdown. I thought she was going to be a bigger part, like a villainous part, but I mean, we still have a lot of season to go. Things could change, but right now that was kind of a letdown. Did at least really enjoy the conversations that Starfire and Blackfire had with one another, as obviously, of course, it is a very tense situation between them. They compare and contrast all the different things between their lives. You can definitely tell that they do still deep down love each other as sisters. Even after both Starfire and Blackfire had this big fight inside of Blackfire's cell, I never thought that Blackfire was actually going to be killed in the fight, much to her chagrin, because she does want Starfire to kill her because she doesn't want to be stuck in this prison for so much longer. It sort of seemed like we were leaning towards Starfire and Guard just leaving her there until we find out as she talks more to that one government guy that's looking after her in the cell that they're going to keep her there forever, and she could live for like hundreds of more years. So that's a really long time to just have someone in this cell, which is quite cruel if I'm being honest. But Starfire and Guard break her out. Starfire has this badass moment getting Blackfire out of her cell, threatening to burn this guy's dick off, but reluctantly it seems like Blackfire is tagging along with Gar and Starfire. Not sure how long that's going to last. Obviously they have some conflict between each other. I don't know if they're going to be able to reconcile it all together. It will be at least intriguing to see how Blackfire incorporates herself with the rest of the Titans team, and just to see how that goes for the rest of this season, however long that she's in it. My favorite part of the episode though is once we spend more time in that cabin with Dick Grayson and Scarecrow. Jonathan Crane shows his true colors here and how crafty and clever he can be as he tries to get into Dick's head with more and more conversations that they have. Stuff like that is the clever and crafty stuff that I want out of Jonathan Crane in this show, so I hope that we continue going down this path because I'm liking where we're going with this. We also find out that Red Hood is Jonathan Crane's protege. Not sure how I feel about that. It seemed like it was a very obvious kind of twist because of the stuff that we saw Jason Todd ingesting in the very beginning of the first episode. It seemed very Fear Toxin-esque. I don't know necessarily if we need Red Hood being a protege to someone else pulling the strings, so I'm hoping that we deviate from that at least eventually. Jason Todd goes out on his own, but we do get this awesome fight between Red Hood and Nightwing out in the woods. That was pretty great. The Nightwing Red Hood fights have been one of the most exciting parts about this show, action scene-wise. It was a bummer that the Gotham PD show up and kind of break up the fun before it really gets started. We see Jonathan Crane hit a force field and then we don't see him again. That's where we end the episode, where Jonathan Crane seemingly escapes, Red Hood's gonna disappear, and we'll have to find out what happens next week in episode 5. Overall, a pretty good episode. We got some great developments between Dick Grayson, Red Hood, Jonathan Crane, and all them, and also Starfire as well. It'll be interesting to see how they develop as the season progresses. I'm excited to see more of this stuff because it actually is very exciting so far. The mystery, the intrigue, the whole origin of Red Hood actually is something that I'd like to see explored more, just how Jason Todd has decided to become the Red Hood. The story seems to be just ramping up at this point. I think it's going to get even better as the episodes progress. Make sure you share your thoughts down below. What do you think of this 4th episode of Season 3 of Titans? Did you like it? Did you not like it? What do you think is going to happen in episode 5? Do you think we're going to get more of this in episode 5? Because I'm really excited to check out with this next week with you guys. It's going to be a lot of fun this season, I think. But make sure you share your thoughts down below. Part of the fun is to have that discussion with you guys down below in the comment section. It's fun talking about movies and TV with you guys on the channel. Thank you so much for my videos, though. I really appreciate it. Make sure you like it, the subscribe button. Okay, movie distractions, unboxings, and more on the channel. But next time, I'll see you guys later.